And I'm about to make my mama rich. Cartoons and I ain't felt this. Scrooge McDuck. Elementary hood shit.
What's up, everybody? It's your man Random Man, definitelyamazing.com, and it is Saturday, which means it's time for Saturday morning cartoons and series. Oh! With marshmallows, because marshmallows make everything better. And before I get into it anymore, before I introduce this guy, because he doesn't need much introduction, this episode of Saturday Morning Cartoons and Cereal is provided by Tiny Toast, because amazing things come in tiny packages. And now that Tiny Toast is providing me with some gear, oh my god, now we're ready to go. We done talked about everything, we shouted out everybody. Now it's time to talk about one of the best things that happened to me in the world. Are you ready? I met Charles Hamilton, everybody. Like, really on some, like, really weird circumstance, but everything happens for a reason. And Charles Hamilton, as everybody knows, I've been wanting Charles Hamilton on the site forever. And I meet Charles Hamilton, and he says, "Oh, that Saturday morning cartoons and cereal thing? Yeah, I know about it." I'm like, "What? You know about me? You don't know about me. I know about you." So we had a little moment, but now that that's over, Charles has graced us with his presence. He's gonna be on Saturday morning cartoons and cereal. Thank you, Charles. Charles Hamilton, everybody.
Thank you for having me.
Oh my goodness, this is a moment here.
Yeah. I can't help but smile, man. Like this is a beautiful experience. You know, I came across the show. I don't know how left I can go, but I came across the show late one night at a musician friend's house.
Okay.
And he was making a beat, and I was on my laptop, and I wasn't. When I look for records and when I look for theme songs, I'm not looking for like what was a popular show. Like I listen for the message and the lyrics of the theme song.
Right.
So I pretty much put Saturday morning cartoons, and I got led to a blog, and I was like, okay, there's a blog about this. And I watched a few episodes. It was late. I was very high, and I was just like, yo, this is something really positive that could. Pardon me for saying that.
I'm down with it being positive.
This is a left show. What can I say? But you know, like I'm trying my best to be. As fun as the show is, because I can be a Debbie Downer.
Oh, well, I don't think you're a Debbie Downer. You know why I don't think you're a Debbie Downer? Because me and you share an affinity for three things that I like more than anything in this world. Well, besides my fiance. But these three things I thrive on them. It's video games, cartoons, and cereal. And we share that. And a lot of people don't realize that video games, cartoons, and cereal are
coincided.
Yeah, exactly.
Coincided.
Oh my goodness. So many different things. I mean, one of your favorite characters, video game and cartoon, has not only been in a video game and a cartoon, but he even raced the Cheerios Buzz Bee for a Honey Nut Cheerios commercial. Did you know that Sonic the Hedgehog raced Cheerios?
I watched a lot of TV.
Yes. See?
I do. I got a fact for you.
Okay.
Did you know that Sonic raced Speed Racer?
What?
Sonic raced.
What?
Sonic raced Speed Racer.
I didn't know that.
It's in the beginning of Sonic X.
What? But he had a month.
Yeah.
We'll get into that in a minute. We're going to get back to Sonic in a minute. But since we're on the topic of video games and cartoons, I must shout out the place we're in. No, Tiana Smalls didn't change her place and the tea room doesn't look different. No, we're in Action Burger. Not only is Action Burger one of the premier spots to go to for meetups, which we're kind of interrupting a little bit. There's a Smash Brothers meetup on the other side of this. So if you hear somebody getting their butt kicked or somebody kicking butt, it's probably happening because Smash Brothers is going on. Is it Melee? You can shout. It's 4. So it's going on. Oh, Melee's, see, that's why I got confused. Melee's going on right there. So we got all this going on. There's classic video game, like, stuff all around. There's comic book stuff all around. So, I mean, what better place than Action Burger to film Saturday Morning Cartoon Series? What better place?
I mean, the only other place would be Coney Island.
That would be the only other place.
The only other place.
Only other place. And I love Action Burger because they carry one of my favorite ginger ales in the world, Schweppes Ginger Ale. Yes, Schweppes. I'm still trying to get sponsorship. I mean, come on, Schweppes. I drink it. I don't know. But anyway, so back to the task at hand. So we're about to pour some cereal, but before we pour some cereal, I'm going to give you some quick facts.
Sorry, man.
So, today we are going to watch some intros, some video game intros, which I'm going to put on the site so you guys are going to get to see them as well. But if I may say, did you know that Nintendo had an NES cereal?
I'm not a big Nintendo fan.
Okay, which I know.
I'm not a big Nintendo.
Nintendo's NES cereal was both Mario and Zelda in The Legend of Zelda. So Mario and The Legend of Zelda was in that cereal box. A couple little factoid. What's another factoid I can give you? Did you know that Donkey Kong has not one, but 2 cereals?
Dude, what the hell?
He has the Donkey Kong cereal and then the follow-up Donkey Kong Jr., which I never got to taste. I was a little young, but apparently that's way better than Donkey Kong, which is kind of true because that game's a little better than Donkey Kong.
Now, alright, so you said NES had a cereal.
NES had a cereal.
And it had Mario and Zelda in it.
Mario and Zelda split.
And Donkey Kong was 2 different cereals, or was it...
It was 2 different cereals.
Or did they have, like, Diddy Kong and Tiny Kong?
No, that was way before that Donkey Kong. We're talking about Donkey Kong still throwing barrels at people. That Donkey Kong. Speaking of that Donkey Kong, that particular iteration of Donkey Kong also had its own cartoon. And I know you're like, wait a minute, what? I thought the only Donkey Kong cartoon was Donkey Kong Country. Wrong. Try again. The original Donkey Kong cartoon goes by the name of Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Jr. And it was out in 1983. So I'm about to take you on a journey into cartoon. So, Donkey Kong intro, 1983. Let's get a little watching in. This is gonna be really, really crazy.
What?
Okay, that's Frogger. We'll get into the fact that Frogger has his own cartoon. 1983, Donkey Kong. Look at his face, people. See, this is the face of someone who didn't see this intro before. That's what I love. I'm as shocked as you, because remember, I do my research for this show. And when I found this out, I was like, okay, what drugs were they on? But whatever. So yes, this is the Donkey Kong intro, 1983. Before we get into the Donkey Kong Country intro, because there was a Donkey Kong Country. So, what do you think about that? That looks crazy. That looks crazy.
Intense, man. Like, wow, that's not even memory lane. But like, I stayed away from Nintendo, man. Like, I'm a Sega purist.
I know.
I am Sega to the heart. I don't care what management says. I don't care what the label says. I love my family. I'm Sega to the heart, man. I can't even deny it.
I feel like we were like split at birth. I'm gonna tell you why. So I'm Nintendo to the heart, right? And you know this. We had this conversation. He already gave me his side. Like on the phone, he was like, "Yeah, I guess, Rand. you do that, Rand." He didn't say I was any less amazing for that. He's not with it. But just like he's Sega to the heart, I'm Nintendo to the heart. The only Sega product ever to be in our house was a Game Gear, not bought by me.
You didn't get a Nomad?
No. Didn't get. I didn't even get Dreamcast when everybody wanted Dreamcast. Before I get into this anymore, I mean, this is Saturday when the cartoons are cereal. I mean, we might as well eat some cereal.
I'm sorry.
All right, it's time to eat some cereal. Provided by Tiny Toast. We're gonna eat blueberry.
Tiny Toast, alright.
Because they gave me 2 shirts, and I have a blue shirt and a red shirt.
And blue is the color of Sonic, so.
Oh, look at that.
Green being the color of Sonic's eyes.
He's just hitting me with little tidbits because he's trying to show off. He probably knows more about Sonic than I do. I'll admit. He's gonna show off.
know more about video games and cartoons than I do. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's like I focus so hard on music, like what brings me to a cartoon is the music. Like Daria being like every teenage kid's like favorite cartoon.
Right.
Like what brought me to it was the lyrics. Now, mind you, Daria is like this not uppity white girl, she's a gothic white girl, and she's saying, "This is my stop, got to get off, got to go home." Like she's talking about being black.
I would never got that. See, you did this to me on the phone. You're doing this
serious.
now.
What? I'm
You're
dead
doing
serious.
this too much, yo. It's okay, because it's Charles Hamilton, and I will allow it. Anyone else? Know this. This is my show. Let me stop. So Charles is like he's having a hard time opening the cereal because he's too busy laughing.
I want to be gentle with the box.
He doesn't want to. Anybody knows when growing up eating cereal, you probably spilled more cereal opening the box
Definitely.
than you did pouring. Also, there was the whole, when you poured into the big bowl that you weren't supposed to be. I told you. Yeah.
Wow.
Drink it in. Tiny Toast is awesome. I'm not just saying that because they sponsored the show. No, it's really awesome. Like, I believe it.
Definitely awesome. Definitely amazing.
Definitely amazing. Yes. All right, so one of the things that I'm notorious for doing is getting a giant bowl that I'm not supposed to use and then pouring cereal in it to the top, pouring milk to the top, and then trying to make it to the TV in the living room. I almost made it one time. I got like this close. But I had the TV that was on the floor. Did you have a TV that was on the floor?
Nah, my mom had an entertainment unit.
Oh, she had an entertainment unit? We had the old school brown TV with the, our knobs stayed in place. We didn't have to take our knobs out or anything like that. But yeah, look, some milk. I know I said it was the end of vitamin D. Maybe for the next couple of shows, it'll be the end of vitamin D, but, soon, people. Alright, so we're gonna eat some cereal. I'm gonna go to our next big thing, which is gonna make this guy really hype. So, yes, Sonic the Hedgehog raced the Cheerios B, and in racing him, I wish they would have raced to the greatest Sonic the Hedgehog theme song ever known to man. Sonic the Hedgehog TAS, the animated series. Here we go.
Oh, I love this.
This is the greatest song ever.
So many times.
I believe I heard it on another song. Too fast for the naked eye. Sonic the Hedgehog. Yes, I do sing almost every show. Sonic, he's got an attitude. Question: does Sonic really have an attitude, though?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know if Sonic has an attitude.
Sonic has an attitude.
I don't know if Sonic has an attitude.
Sonic has an attitude. Take it from me.
Okay.
Sonic has an attitude.
I would have liked to have.
Sonic.
Sonic to have that, the girl, the little fox girl inside this thing. I would like
there's a few baddies in Sonic.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I would like
Sally's bad.
Sally's bad. Like, we're
bad.
terrible that we're talking about a cartoon like this, but it's okay.
Amy Rose is bad.
I don't know if I like Amy. She always pissed me off in the game.
Nah, Amy Rose is bad.
I'm talking about like Amy is when she got that little hammer. That little hammer can do some damage. Before we go any further, we're gonna cut to commercial, everybody. Shaman Random Man, definitelyamazing.com, Rare Action Burger. There's Smash Brothers fights going on. There's like there's Warner Brothers cartoons going on in front of me.
It's lit. Yeah.
Video games. Speaking of Action Burger, before we cut the commercial, I want you to know the great thing about Action Burger is they have two sides of their menu. There is a superhero side and a supervillain side. I will let you decide what you think is the more healthier one. Anyway, Shaman Random Man, we'll be right back. And when we come back, we're going to talk some more cartoons, do some more intros, and then we're going to talk about what the heck Charles Hamilton's up to. He's got some stuff going on. He's all on Spotify. He's on Spotify, on iTunes. He's doing it all. Shaman Random Man, we'll be right back. Definitelyamazing.com, and we're having fun so far?
Morning, kids. It's a Pac-Man day with my crispy corn cereal coming your way.
It's Pac-Man with marshmallows.
Delicious. I'm Inky.
I'm Blinky.
I'm Pinky.
I'm Clyde. With the marshmallows you'll find inside of Pac-Man.
There goes a Pac-Pac and Inky too.
He's marshmallow. You can chomp him too.
In Pac-Man,
Part of this nutritious breakfast.
it's Pac-Man.
With marshmallows. Delicious.
What's up, everybody? Shaman Random Man. It's still Saturday morning cartoon cereal. Still with Charles Hamilton. Still having like freaking epic time. Eating cereal. Doing all that other nonsense with. I mean, watching more cartoon videos in there.
I mean, I'm loving it. Like I know I said that earlier, but it got to a point watching those cartoons. Like, man, I missed out on some shit.
Hey.
You know, it was 83 though.
80. Well, yeah.
83. I came in 87.
Yeah, I was 85, and I definitely probably. My brother definitely probably was not watching the Saturday Super K. but he did. But I'm pretty
Grandma,
sure
this isn't a joint.
It isn't a joint. But we're at a cool joint. We're at Action Burger still. So let's get into some music, man. I got Charles Hamilton, and I got to talk about some music.
Ask away.
All right. So, a couple of years back, take you back, and we'll go back. A couple of years back, Double XL. Everybody goes crazy. Everybody's like, oh man, look. Compare that Double XL and the reactions to that as compared to the recent Double XLs in the last couple of years. No one reacted to those people like that. When you guys made that cover, a lot of people were like, they got it right. And I was one of the people who were like, wait a minute, I just interviewed Mickey Fax. He just made the cover. Look at me. Then I said, but man, Charles made it. Said, well, what I tried to finagle my way to get Mickey to get you, but it didn't work out. So now, haha. What happened to you the day the cover came out?
I didn't go nowhere.
You didn't go nowhere?
Nah, I didn't. I'm not into fanfare. I'm all about the music.
Right.
You know what I mean? And when I saw the cover was on stage, I was like, yo, that's pretty cool. And people were hitting me up. I was like, thank you. I don't get a dime from it, but put it in your collection. Hopefully there's more magazine covers for me to come. But I was focused on the music. Absolutely.
Okay.
I couldn't get into my perpetuated buzz or expectations. Like, all I could do was go hard with music. And at the time, I had started the Hamiltonization process. So I was just like, I was at the Double XL shoot, sizing up who can record what, like, and what kind of time. and it just, led me to believe that after a while, it's not about having a hit, it's about longevity in your catalog.
Right.
How much you're willing to give of yourself in a record.
Right. Okay. So, we're going to stay in that realm of going back. Brooklyn Girls comes out, the video comes out, and everybody's like, whoa. My question to you is, did you even think that Brooklyn Girls was going to be a hit?
Oh, man.
Or were you just like, I did this, Brooklyn Girls, because you got a lot of dope stuff. And I know you're like, probably have to look through stuff to see what's going to be your single. Like, that's probably the hardest process for you, looking at what's going to be the single.
Well, at the time, Interscope wanted a record that was lighthearted but still introduced the skill. I wanted to give my story right away.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I wanted to share my life experiences, give hope to fellow rape victims, and hopefully elevate the morale of the status quo.
Right.
And they were like, that might be a little too edgy to start off with, seeing as how you're hitting the mainstream. So they felt Brooklyn Girls was lighthearted enough to hit the surface, but still had the lyrical content to let you know that I wasn't a joke. So we had several meetings about it, and during these meetings, the song got picked up by Entourage. So it was just like, well,
Now,
we're screwed.
Well, we gotta do it now.
We gotta put it out.
Oh, but so that leads into my follow-up question. Going into mainstream, like, a lot of people sometimes feel that when artists that are really, really dope like yourself, they go into mainstream, that's when people try to pigeonhole them or streamline something that they don't actually want to put out. And as you just said, it was kind of like, well, we'll let you do that, Charles, but right now we don't need that edge. Right now we need Brooklyn Girls. So how was that process of being like dope MC who, before anybody gets signed, before any money comes in, you could put what you wanted to put out and tell the story you wanted to tell, and now dope MC has to have a certain production because of what they want the direction to start off. Like, how was that?
Well, strangely enough, I was a rookie to the situation. As far as them deciding on how I should be presented to the masses. I had established myself in the color pink, and Interscope, they appreciated the theory behind it, but the aesthetic of a black man wearing pink seemed to be irresistible to them. So I was just like, alright, well, just know that there's a mind behind the design.
Right.
And, when I tried to get more serious while wearing the color pink, it led them to believe something was wrong with me up here. And I'm like, well, I'm not crazy. It's just the world we live in requires a bit of eccentricness.
Right.
And my music reflected quite specifically the dark side of it. You know what I mean? And it put me in a very weird position because I thought I was it. You know what I mean? Being the all saying I'm thinking everybody is waiting for that day. And it's not I don't brag about the kind of control that I can exhibit, but I would like for it to be known that there is a level of control that I exhibit every day. And this control could have been jeopardized by me getting into the mainstream and allowing people to make decisions on my behalf.
Right.
So with every song, I always factored in, is this going to be the song that's going to be the straw that breaks the camel's back? Because I might be revealing too much, or I might be going against the grain as far as who makes money. Because I had a 7-digit deal, so I had really nothing to complain about. But the more money I got out of the deal, the more I started seeing money being funneled out of my neighborhood. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm living better Gucci sweater, but there's people in my neighborhood who are freezing, who are hungry, who are heartbroken.
Right.
And it puts wealth in a different perspective. You know, and every song that I made back then, and to a degree now, was to represent the plight of the strong black man from Harlem. So when they would say things like, we need an album full of Brooklyn girls, it's like, alright, but I caught a lot of heat from Harlem by making a song called Brooklyn Girls because I am from Harlem.
Right.
You know
I remember the subsequent backlash.
So it was just like, you know, can I flirt with a borough? Because like I'm trying to represent the city, you know.
Let's talk about some current music, man, because I'm excited about everything I'm hearing from you.
Well, I am free to release music for free whenever I want. That's a big stride. Once you get into this game, you have some serious decisions to make as far as who you make music for. And I decided I make music for love. And you know, my team understands that, so they allow me to release music for free to the masses. And you can get my music at enterthehamilton.blogspot.com. And I have a documentary about my life coming out in September.
Dope.
It's pretty graphic.
We're gonna have to have you come back on and talk, because I did say to you that as much as I want to have fun with Saturday Morning Cartoons Serial with you, I really do want to sit down and have a discussion about your lyrics, a discussion about your life, because I think one of the cool things, or the not cool things, is the first time when you came back with New York Raining, the first question everybody wants to ask is, where's Charles Hamilton been? I said, I'm not going to ask the where's Charles Hamilton been. I'm going to wait for a sit-down interview so we can talk about where's Charles Hamilton going, but what led him to where he's going. So we're going to talk about that on another segment, possibly Lyricist Chronicles. But yeah, there is something we need to get back to doing. That's eating some more cereal. Ain't talking about some more cartoons. Random Man.
I thought you were going to leave me
I'm
hanging.
not gonna. Random Man doesn't leave anybody hanging. People leave me hanging all the goddamn time. That's what happens. We'll be back, people. Nah, you great, man. Thank you, man. Oh man, yo, this is like ridiculous. But man, this was dope, man. This was dope. Thank you for being a part of Saturday Morning Cartoons Serial. Thank you for watching.
Yo,
I mean,
anytime, man.
you watched the first season, and that was beautiful enough for me. Second season, this is the second season, people. It is Saturday Morning Cartoons and Cereal, now with marshmallows. I'm your man, Random Man. It's definitelyamazing.com. Make sure you go to
enterthehamilton.blogspot.com.
Make sure you go there.
Nothing but Third Eye Magic, baby.
Get all the music you can. You might as well get used to seeing Charles Hamilton, because Charles Hamilton's here to stay, man. And with that said, I think, people, it is time for me to do the thing I love to do the most, and that is eat some cereal, chill with Charles Hamilton a little bit, and we are out. Oh my goodness, look at this.